Hello and welcome to another Genshin Impact video here on White Whale Gaming. And today, you might be wondering why we are back on Xinyan's Island in the Golden Apple Archipelago instead of progressing to FISCHL'S. And that is because before we head on, we have two echoing conches to retrieve that I did not find over the course of Xinyan's actual segment of the event. One is out here on the island, but for the first one, we are going to be returning to Xinyan's Blazing Trails domain. After we have completed these two echoing conch locations, we will be heading off to progress with the next segment of the event quest as previously determined. This is actually the opposite direction from how things progress when you first get in here, because the drum you need to play to get back up to the cold flower is not operable. Instead, we will be backtracking through this area here. So this won't exactly be the most accurate representation of how to find this conch, but I still want to at least show you where you can find it. Okay, I don't think this is where we need to be exactly, or maybe it is. I think we can cut around through here now. Sort of, maybe. Okay, yes, there's the burning flower here. No, I don't think this is the right way. Let's see if we can find a way back around. We need it like that in order to trigger this one, which sends us over here. Unfortunately, I don't think that's the right way either. Or maybe I am really lost in Xinyan's domain. There is an echoing conch in here. I've already picked it up, but it's one of the ones that remains on the field. We're actually going to see where this goes. I wish it put us back in at the cold flower, not the fire flower. I think this is going to put us out closer to the cold flower. Maybe. No, this is just the dead end up above the fire flower where we obtained the other key. So now the real question is, how do we get back to that conch? Depending on how long this video takes me to find the new conch, I may elect to have this be its own standalone video, releasing the same day as the second half of Xinyan's event story, and still have the next video released on the next day being the start of FISCHL'S as previously planned. I want to say this is wrong. Yes, this is literally right back where we were. I went full circle, literally. People said Kazuha was the Maze Runner domain. I think this is the maze. Her puzzles might be easier, but boy is this annoying. So we are actually, in fact, going to head back towards this door, even if it is the one we went through before. Come on, Klee, make it! Yes! That looks different, maybe? No, we're literally back right where we started. Let's see what this does. Ah, this is how we get up to the cold flower, I want to say. Yes. Now we can run it the correct way. Or, no, I'm going to run it the way you'd run it if you were coming in here for the first time. Now that I've unlocked everything in here, all the treasure chests and the only conch, I could have gone back through that doorway there, but as someone getting to the conch for the first time will not have that luxury, I'm going to take the scenic route. This looks pretty similar to the domain we actually see when we do Xinyan's event challenges, which I have already completed off-screen, because like I said, the event challenges are not that interesting, and I feel like my time recording is better spent on the story content. Okay, this is going somewhere. I don't think we're quite to the conch yet. No, we are not. Just barely made it there. That one just takes you back to the beginning. So we will head through here. And now we're over here. We're going to come to another one of those drums momentarily. These drums will build a new bridge but retract a previously built one. So this one will retract the bridge we went to get up to the cold flower right there, but build a new one going across here. Behind there was a treasure chest that is blocked on your first trip up here, but doing that unblocked if you wanted to backtrack to the cold flower now, I guess an instrument we want to call it, that can set off a chain that unlocks 2 precious chests and the first luxurious chest of the event. Or maybe it's the second. No, I think the one outside was actually just 3 precious chests. Now, that's how you continue on deeper in. I believe this will actually take us to the conch. Hit the drum to get this path to come together. someone with a little longer stride so we don't miss these very particular jumps. Okay, yes, this is the formation I'm remembering. The conch is indeed coming up. No! Kazuha! You are the chosen one! Let's perform again. Okay. And then up here, this is not the default arrangement. The default arrangement is here, which points towards a treasure chest. But we need to point it here to activate this wind current, which takes us up to the conch right here.
Music shows you what's in a person's soul. If you ain't got the courage, you can't play a strong tune. And if you don't keep it real, it won't reach anyone.
Now that we've found the first of two conches available during and at the conclusion of Xinyan's arc, I will not be exploring further in this domain, as I've already previously explored it completely off camera. I missed a lot of it during the actual event quest, but basically it's a lot of going forward and backtracking as you build new bridges, getting rid of old bridges that are blocking items that were technically behind you, but you couldn't get on first visit because you needed the bridge blocking them in order to progress. Now, outside the domain, we come to our second conch. Currently, you will notice that the mountain right behind Kazuha, with the big gaping hole roughly 2/3 of the way up it, is looking a little tall. It is impossible to reach this next conch while the mountain style is as such. So if your mountain looks like this, just change the mountain style, and that mountain will now be much shorter. Though the mountain has collapsed, or I guess sunk enough, that the hole that was once 2/3 of the way up is now down at sea level. And from here,
Into the wind.
we don't need to kill those hilly churls or put up a Zhongli shield. But from here, we are able to venture down into the pathway now that it has sunk into the earth. And down here, you will find 4 pyro torches that you will need to light in order to unlock this pyro monument, which, once lit, will drain water that is around here and completely filling that basin down there. Once you've done that, there are 4 more torches scattered around here. 1 right here. This area here is likely still submerged at this point, as we are down below the level of high tide. But there are more torches. 1 here. Let's see. Is there a second one somewhere out here? I don't think so. But there's for sure 1 there.
La la la.
And 1 here. That's 3 of the 4. I'm not sure if the 4th one is just already lit, or if I'm not finding it. But needless to say, unlocking all those will unlock that pyro monument up there, which when activated will drain the water, allowing you to reach this puzzle, which has 2 purposes. The first, to unlock a chest, and the second, to break through a barrier behind that route, although you cannot do that barrier puzzle with the mountain in this configuration. You will need to switch back to the other configuration and find an extra way in. Now, to the shell. Huh? The projection is actually at the center of the stage. What are those two doing? One seems to be talking and the other is sitting on the ground. Ooh, Paimon knows. She must have been telling the person sitting on the ground a story before they went to bed. That's the kind of picture this is. Do Fatui listen to bedtime stories too? You never know. Agafaya Persakov has ordered us to perform some signal reception tests. It looks like all 4 of us have to go. Chevka will probably get mad at me. Come on, Yakov. Orders are orders. Chevka isn't gonna blame you for them. You know what? If you're that scared, I'll go with you to talk to Chevka, alright? Huh? So she wasn't telling a story after all? But this snippet just kind of comes out of nowhere. We can't tell what's going on at all. I am glad I did not pick that one up, because as we see in our Quest Items tab, we now have a second misplaced conch. Oh yeah, we also have Kazuha's 6 bonsai faces. The 2 Mondstadt, 2 Leah, 2 Inazuma, 2 Leah. Misplaced Conch 1, Misplaced Conch 2, the Silver Pocket Watch, and the Old Insignia. These 4 all appear to be connected to the scattered Fatui around the island. As an Electrohammer Vanguard is looking for an Old Insignia, a Mirror Maiden has dropped her Pocket Watch, and now we have found 2 shells containing images of the Fatui. And now, since we're going a little long for me to feasibly be able to fit in a good portion of FISCHL'S arc of the event story into one episode, I will show you how to get the other way in here, so you can break the barrier behind the thorny roots and get the 3 precious chests it normally protects. Oh look, there's our 4th torch for the other pyro monument. Once you're through here, you can open this lever and proceed out through this direction. Let's just teleport back, but you go up through here. We're going to change mountain style. Now that this right-hand mountain is once again tall, the route that was previously blocking us should no longer be in an obstructive position.
Take it easy.
And now, sparing those hilly churls because I'm lazy, we will head back in here where we went to find out about the harmonics of this island in the first place from Albedo's notes right over there. This doorway is still open, so we can enter the currently blocked off area once again from this direction. So the one out there, that one there, that one there, that one over on the previously side of the water, now high up on the wall, being the 4 needed to drain and get down here. And now, let's demonstrate the formation that needs to be done. And that will break the barrier. And back here, there were 3 precious chests. Those are the wood with gold trim chests that are the 3rd tier chest. And that was the first big rewards obtainable from any of these puzzles. Kazuha's Island, with finding the 3 normal Seelie and the Electro Seelie, presented with the Electro Seelie gave 3 exquisite chests for solving the 3 puzzles that it was the guide for, and then a precious chest when it roosted itself down by the 3 Seelie quartz by the bonsai pot. And then
Take it easy.
the Seelies each granted a common chest when they returned to their court, and once all 3 had been returned, a precious chest was added to that, the same quality as the 3 we just found, or the 3 that would have been there in that underground area. And now, with that, there's one more thing I want to do before I end this little short, and that is we now have one more central camp image. This one wasn't a misplaced conch for some reason. It's still there. These 2 were misplaced conches. This one will probably unlock as we get more and more mirages landing on the Golden Apple Archipelago. But if we go into our rewards, we have claimed the Fischl outfit. That comes at 16 conches, which I obtained off camera last night. So we do have the Fischl outfit.
Navigating the world.
I have not yet equipped it to Fischl, so I will show that off here.
I create.
Ein Immernachtstrom. A ceremonial outfit for the Prinzessin. May she who is noble retain her courage, sincerity, and kindness forever, such that no evil shall ever overcome her. That red eye sure looks like evil's overcome her. Ein Immernachtstrom. Curtains rise, O holiest of sovereigns, high princess of Immernachtrike. Praise her eminent rule, extol her magnanimous judgment, exalted be her rosy visage. The thunder roars for her, and for her are towers built. The fife lords of Immernachtrike, and that great secretar most loyal Osvaldo Hrafnavins, gather here to await her command, that being Oz, and her knights silent and stern as the majestic mountains. The first, the knight of valor, armed with a sword of keenness, unmatched yea enough to sunder dragon scale. The second, the knight of sincerity, shod in armor true, enough to withstand the storm of a dragon's wings. Third, the knight of charity, righteous and pure in all ways, who quailed not before any darkness. And the other knights gathered behind them, their heads bowed beneath the tower's summit, gathered at their Prinzessin's feet. As for the Prinzessin, she withdrew her gaze from the deep night before addressing her servants. Valor, sincerity, charity, my most excellent subjects, follow me unto eternity. For I am the noblest soul in all the Immernachtrike. So long as my heart beats, I shall never forsake you. And the knights obeyed her. Our swords and armor are yours. May they be for you a means to break all shackles and guard against all corruption. Our true hearts also we give unto you, that they may defend your noble soul. This was their knightly oath, and they would be by her side as she hunted the wicked dragon Tesrak. For far away, black-hearted Tesrak had ripped and devoured the all-protecting night sky and set up its lair. It had slithered in the dark, sharpening its fangs and claws with its flaming breath, and had scorched the Prinzessin's heart, turning her eyes red. This was the Prinzessin's fated foe, and their showdown was inevitable. But the prophecy of fate has already been foretold. Fair and pure souls need not fret. Simply open one's eyes to bear witness, for she shall surely return victorious. curtains fall. Note, according to the flowers for Princess Fischl has crimson eyes like rubies. The actor who plays her is thus advised to make the necessary performative adjustments to maintain faithfulness to the source material. Ah, so it's a color contact. Oh, we did not actually equip.
Mine Ogg of Ertelung reveals unto me the fates of worlds too numerous to count. I created another universe and founded paradise.
Shut up, Fischl. We get it. You have, I don't know what you have, 8th grader syndrome or whatever they call it. When some grown-A person thinks they're the protagonist of their own anime or something. You know, the same thing a certain character in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, who we shall meet at a much later point in this channel's lifetime, has in regards to himself. And it is here that we are going to leave things for this episode. And good thing, too, because it's looking a little longer due to that 7 minutes of wandering around going nowhere in Xinyan's domain, before finally realizing that the drum was not down at the level of the flower, but there was a wind current. So, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I hope this guide has helped you round out your Echoing Conch collection for the version 2.8 Conch event. I have been Whale. I hope you all are doing well. And until next time.